First one I went out on was right after Hurricane Bonnie and Charlie, and I went down there for client casework. Scared to death to be on a plane, because this is the first time I ever flew out by myself, went on a national disaster by myself, told them right there first out, I'm brand new, I know absolutely nothing, I need help. And help I did get. The most memorable one is Katrina. We had one lady there who was very dissatisfied with the American Red Cross. She had a bad back, so it took her a little bit of time to get out to what we call the IRV. And she asked, do you have any coffee? We said, no, we don't have any on the IRV. And she said, well, could you get me some? The next day, we made a point of bringing her coffee. And she loved the Red Cross from that, because we made a point of waiting there for her because she did have a bad back. And there was another lady that, because there was no electricity, she was on a breathing machine. She needed ice, so it either ran off electricity or ice. We made sure she had ice to last her for the entire day until we got back there the next day. And then there was a homeless veteran, and we felt so sorry for him. We wouldn't see him every day, but we would make sure we would load him up with food to last him throughout the day, because we didn't always get to see him. One of the last ones I was on was in North Dakota for the flooding that was there in Minot. I spent more time in the shelter than I did on the IRV because I just loved being around those people, and you couldn't believe how resilient they are and their outlook on life. Sure, they lost everything, but they had their family. And I just couldn't, it was amazing.
What has helped Christine get through some of the heartbreak situations?
The hugs and the tears. You wouldn't think that it would, but it actually, you gave something of yourself to them, and they gave more back to you in those hugs and those tears. When I first started volunteering, it was through the disaster action team. And that one I was terrified of too. It was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? But the first time I went out, I observed. But the second time, I was put as the leader, and I got the call to go out, and it's like, am I going to remember what to do? But what helped me was, in between that, I was down doing client casework in Florida after Hurricane Bonnie and Charlie. So when I came back and I was actually out on my first local fire, I kind of knew what to do.
Christine also enters the volunteers into the Disaster Service Human Resource, helps with the mailings, the garden stroll, and the National Shelter System, and she is part of the shelter team.
I'm also a Red Cross instructor. What I love to teach the most is the disaster action team. I'm more of a hands-on instructor more than following the book. I believe you can learn more by seeing what is going on and having someone show you or tell you, this is what's going to happen when you're out. And I also teach national disaster classes. And the one that I'm the best at would be sheltering.
How do you feel about receiving this award?
I'm still amazed by it. I'm shocked by it. It's phenomenal. I'm in awe that I was even considered.